If you receive benefits in the UK, listen carefully, because a new law has just given the DWP access to your bank accounts in a way they've never had before. Your savings, your transfers, even deposits from friends or family, all of it can now be scanned automatically, without warning. Most people have no idea this is happening, but what the DWP isn't telling you could affect your money, your benefits, and your future. Let me explain. Welcome to UK Insight, now your trusted guide for pensions, benefits, and senior living in the UK. Stay informed, stay supported, and enjoy your golden years with confidence. Subscribe now and join the community. They're looking for anything that doesn't match what you've told them. That could be extra income, unexpected deposits, savings that go over the threshold, financial support from family, multiple accounts, even regular spending patterns that don't match your stated circumstances. The DWP isn't just checking fraud, they're checking consistency. Let's say someone is receiving universal credit and is supposed to report every change in earnings. If their bank account shows more income than what they've reported, even if it was just a one-time job or a temporary gig, the new system could automatically flag it. Or if someone is claiming pension credit and their savings suddenly increase past the limit, the system can pick it up instantly. Even people receiving PIP, who aren't means tested, could see checks triggered if financial activity suggests they're working more hours than their declared condition would allow. The big question everyone is asking is, how much can the DWP really see? The truth is, they're not looking at every single transaction in your account all the time. They're not scrolling through every coffee you bought or every online order you made. Instead, the system scans data for specific indicators. Banks send over certain pieces of information automatically, and algorithms decide whether something needs further investigation. But here's the key point. Before this law, banks could only share data if the DWP asked. Now, banks will be required to run automated checks and share results even with no suspicion at all. This means millions of accounts will go through routine scans, whether you've done something wrong or not. Another thing most people don't know is that the new powers aren't just about bank accounts. They can also apply to building societies, investment platforms, and even online fintech apps. If you use multiple accounts to keep money organized, Monzo, Starling, Revolut, and so on, those can still be checked. Even premium savings apps that many people think are separate fall under this umbrella. So will everyone be checked? Not exactly. The DWP claims the system will only run checks on accounts belonging to people receiving certain benefits like universal credit, pension credit, ESA, and others where income and savings matter. But in reality, the technology allows them to filter accounts by name, national insurance number, or any data the bank can match. And because the law allows broad access, the DWP doesn't need to manually pick and choose, they can automate it. This is where a lot of controversy comes in. Privacy groups argue that people will be watched without cause. Benefit charities worry about vulnerable people being penalized for innocent mistakes. And many claimants fear being judged or losing support because of misunderstandings. But no matter which side you're on, the important thing is being prepared. So let's talk about what you should do right now to protect yourself. First, make sure every detail on your claim is accurate. If your income fluctuates, report it every time. If you receive help from family or a friend, check whether it affects your benefit before accepting the money. If your savings increase even by a little, know the thresholds for your specific benefit. For example, universal credit has a tapering system. Your payments go down as your savings go up until a certain point. Pension credit has a strict savings limit. Housing benefit and ESA also rely on accurate reporting. Don't assume something doesn't count just because it came from a personal source. Even birthday money, one-off transfers, or reimbursement from friends could trigger a flag if not explained properly. Second, keep your own records. If you receive money that isn't income like a refund, a gift, an inheritance, write it down. Save screenshots. Take notes. That way, if the DWP ever asks, you won't panic trying to remember what happened months ago. Third, avoid using multiple accounts in a way that hides your financial picture. Having several accounts is fine, millions of people do it. But make sure everything matches what you report. The new system is designed to detect people spreading savings across different banks to avoid detection. So transparency is your best protection. Fourth, check your bank statements regularly. If you notice a deposit you forgot about or a transfer you can't explain, sort it out before the DWP does. Sometimes banks make errors or transfers appear labeled in confusing ways. Always clear up anything unusual. Fifth, if you've made a mistake, fix it now before it becomes a problem. The DWP is much more lenient when people report changes voluntarily. Waiting until they send a letter or open a case can turn a small issue into a serious one. Now, here's the part that surprises most people. The DWP isn't just checking for fraud. They're checking for people who may be entitled to more support. If their system sees that your income has dropped, or you've lost work, or your financial situation has worsened, the government can identify people who might qualify for additional help. This means some people could see extra payments or benefits restored that they didn't even know they were missing. But of course, the same system that can help you can also take money away. That's why staying informed is crucial. Some people are worried this new law will punish innocent claimants. Others think it will make things fairer. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle, but one thing is crystal clear. The DWP's approach to monitoring has changed forever, and pretending it hasn't won't protect you. If you rely on benefits, you need to stay ahead. Don't wait for a letter. Don't hope the system won't notice something. Understand your rights, your responsibilities, and the financial rules that apply to your specific benefit. Because the government is investing millions in technology to detect inconsistencies, and that technology is only getting more powerful. There's another important detail many people are missing. The new law allows the DWP to check accounts linked to benefit recipients, not just the main account used for payments. That means joint accounts, savings accounts, children's accounts, if your name is attached, and even old accounts you forgot you had. If your name appears anywhere, the system could scan it. And here's where things get even more complicated. A lot of people in the UK use informal financial help, sharing rent with family, sending money abroad, borrowing from relatives, receiving cash gifts. None of these things are illegal, but the DWP could misinterpret them if they aren't documented properly. Imagine someone receiving housing benefit gets a large transfer from a sibling. Maybe it was for a birthday gift or to help pay for car repairs. But the system doesn't know that. It just sees a sudden increase in savings. That's why keeping notes and explanations is so important. You're not doing anything wrong, but you may need to prove it. Another case is joint accounts between adult children and elderly parents. Many people open a joint account to help manage bills or shopping for an elderly parent. But if that parent receives pension credit, the system might think they have more savings than they actually do. These situations aren't uncommon, and the new checking powers mean they could be flagged more often. Thanks for watching UK Insight Now. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share with other seniors who need this info. See you in the next video. Stay well, stay informed.